I think sorting out the army like this is actually probably better for us. Odethane will have a pretty solid army after that. We have a commandment available in River Kaveza. Probably going to go for the Untainted, just because we can't get any public order bonuses. So today what we're going to be doing is taking Teclis and destroying the undead over here. We're currently trying to wipe out the vampire coast and all the while take over that province. So once we attack the Awakening, I'm hoping that we will be able to colonize it.
Destroy them.
Currently we are in a siege and we're waiting for the High Elf battering ram to finish.
Withdraw.
We sacked it before for the cash and now we're going to take it over. We also have Alamir heading from the other direction. However, I don't feel like we need him there anymore, and we can send him down south to deal with the whole altar of the Horned Rat, where Vecteek is currently sitting with his army. We've also got to deal with Hugrim Redax, who's probably going to go for the marks of the old one, since we are at war with the dwarves, the Spine of Sotek dwarves. Yolanda is currently replenishing her forces, and she will move over to Thrice Cursed Peak, where we will take that and the gold mine that is there, which should improve our upkeep quite significantly. But everything was done for this turn, I believe. Eldarion, as usual, is just sitting around the Great Turtle Isle, improving our trade income. As for our trade in general, I think we're trading with everyone we can. We could maybe try and get the trade agreement with the Bowmen of Orion at some point.
We will see our homeland persist,
but not quite yet. So we will leave that as is and carry on to the next turn. The Lothern is busy taking back their provinces, since previously they were getting wrecked pretty damn hard. They're starting to recover now, which is good. And hopefully Nagarond won't be as strong, although Malekith obviously still hanging around. I think still able to crush the Lothern armies. And that's another black dragon right there. All stack. Hopefully the High Elves have something to deal with all of that. The only good thing about this is maybe we'll be able to confederate Lothern at some point. But honestly, I kind of feel like we should just keep to ourselves. Let Lothern try and do their best over there. And if we have to at any point, just go and invade it ourselves. And the High Elf intervention with this dragon has been running around in the Cult of Pleasure's back garden and just been raising settlements left, right and centre, which has been good. Definitely been helpful. We do see a Lizardman intervention heading down towards us, but we're not doing a ritual at the moment. Kallax just ended their military access pact with us. That's absolutely fine. I believe we were trading with them previously, but since we've started attacking the Spine of Sotek dwarves, we're not in a good spot. Now we are being assaulted at Spectazuma, and I kind of expected this to happen since we are at war with the Blue Vipers now. So we're going to quick save this, we're going to fight it on the battle map, see how much damage we can do. Hello to everyone in the chat. Thanks for coming along. Cozy Ray asks, what's the next playthrough going to be? Skaven or Lizardmen? Honestly, it's going to come down to a vote at the end of the day. If people want me to do the last two nations on Warhammer 2, then I will. But what's likely going to happen is I'll give an option between like the main campaign and the Mortal Empires campaigns, and you guys will vote and have to choose. Now this is quite interesting because all of their forces are coming from directly ahead of us, and there's only 4 towers on this map, which in some ways is good, because if we concentrate our forces, we'd be in a pretty good spot. We can choke point here so damn hard. We're just going to have to play it very carefully. Hopefully the gate won't go down, but with the battering ram they're most likely to break through pretty quickly. So what I'm going to do, we're going to spread out our bowmen so they cover the entire wall here, and we will have them so that they do as much damage as possible and then run away once the towers reach the walls. Then what we'll do is create the choke like we normally do down here, and we should be able to kill off quite a lot of them. I should probably have this unit on the left side kind of cover both those towers so that we do actually capture them at the start and do some damage that way as well. Let's go ahead and start the battle. We're probably just going to have these spearmen redeploy back here actually, straight away. There we go. We're doing a lot of damage to the Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins, which is fantastic. The towers should be as well. I might have them just start firing at the ones at the back. Now there is a chance somewhere that we might actually be able to win this, but I'm not entirely convinced. We'll see. It really comes down to how many of these Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins we can kill before they get to the walls. And here they're getting pretty damn close. So I think it's time to go. I think one issue is that we don't actually have that much ammunition. I'm hoping that I can have 3 squads of archers get back. We'll leave these guys on the walls. Maybe we can maintain control of these 2 towers on the left side. That will help us do a lot of damage. Although they are putting up ladders, so time to go. Did not expect them to actually put up ladders, so we'll just get off the walls prematurely. Now there's actually only archers coming up, which wouldn't have been too much of a problem for my archers with light armor to deal with. But I want them to be able to use their arrows before they have to go into melee. So that's why I'm withdrawing. And what we're going to do is create 2 like blocks here of archers that can like crossfire each other. So that's what we're going to be waiting for. It's quite an interesting settlement. We can sort of set up these chokes and hopefully they'll work out for us. And keeping them as deep as possible is a good shout in terms of the ranks here. Here they come. Savage Orc Biggins on their way to engage my spearmen. Now these spearmen don't really have too many buffs. They're 50 defense. The best part about them. I'm going to make all of these stop skirmishing go into guard mode.
Understood. It will be done. Forward.
Right, let's just switch these guys round.
We away. Archers, without fail.
Okay, let's get the bows going.
It shall be done.
Let's get our men out of the way.
Orders received. Understood. Archers.
There we go.
We will obey.
We're going to kill off a lot of those Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins. They're dead. We'll focus on the next ones coming in. We're doing quite a lot of damage there, which is nice. Let's try and focus on the Boar Boy Biggins again. And the next thing we need to do is focus on their archers. We'll probably do that now with those guys on the left side.
Spearmen.
The trouble comes when we actually run out of ammunition.
Archers.
At the moment we're doing a half decent job here.
Be done. Order has come. It will be done.
But there's no such thing as murderous prowess as the High Elves. Got to deal with it.
Understood.
Alright, we made those guys surrender, that's good. Let's just stop these guys firing. I might actually bring them over to the right side for now, because this left side looks a lot less painful than this side.
Battle call. Without fail. Archers.
I have these guys just sit a bit further back actually, so they can get a better arc of fire. We've done very well with garrisons like this before, but I feel like orcs are just a little bit too strong.
Move. Onward. Move. Understood. Following orders.
Just try and kill off the Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins, and any sort of AoE damage can hit the other units there.
It shall be done.
So far so good. Alright, now we're taking archer fire on that left side, so I'm actually going to redeploy an archer unit to counter that. Taking archer fire here actually as well. But let's get this archer unit spread out a little bit more so that we can counter that as well. There we go. Nice.
Archers. Death to all.
And we've still got a reasonable amount of ammunition left. But nothing crazy. Gonna kill off those archer boys quite nicely. Don't want to use up too much ammunition there, just enough to make them run away. Okay, good. And we're coming back over to this right side.
We are broken. Understood. Understood.
Okay. Right, we're taking a lot of damage here. Let's bring over this spearman unit.
Advance. We advance. There is
We need to start targeting the actual infantry there, I think.
Acknowledge. Archers. All hope is lost. For duty. Archers. Can I be praised? For order.
Come on. Let's do some damage.
For all one. For the king.
Get those spearmen in there. We kind of have to at this point.
Advance. Weapons ready. Move. Orders received. Without question.
Alright, still being attacked on that left side by those archers, but nothing we can do about that now.
We will obey. Without fail.
We're doing a lot of damage to these men, but they have plenty more where that came from. I'm going to target the Savage Orcs here. Only benefit of these Orcs is they don't actually have much armor as far as I'm aware.
Order must be maintained. Yes.
Kill off those archer boys. Cool. I'm going to have one of these archers come over. These guys need to join the left side and just sort of hold the front line there.
Advance.
since they've used up all of their ammunition.
Archers.
Let's move these lot back so we can get more shots down. Spearmen there getting absolutely wrecked. Try and target these Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins. Can probably do a lot of damage to them with the archers, so gonna have my archers get engaged here.
Orders received.
Nice.
Spearmen. We will obey. Archers.
Over on this right side,
Ancestors.
we're kind of struggling with the leader. That's kind of where most of our problems are coming from.
Moving out.
Feel like we should probably just try and shoot him to get some of his health down, maybe make him rout. Because if he routs, we might be able to deal with the rest of the forces. I'm not entirely sure though.
Apace. As you say. Archers.
Oh, he's actually come through. It's going into our archers now.
As you say.
Okay, that's not good. We're going to have to break these guys off and we'll have the light archers there. The light armor archers engage him.
We will obey.
Meanwhile, we need to attack the Savage Orcs with the spearmen.
Archers. Without fail. Your affair. We will obey. It shall be done.
Come on, archers. Why are you not doing what I'm telling you to?
To the fray. For Asturion. For the king.
Right, we should definitely keep firing at this Orc war boss, I think.
Archers. For duty. Slay them. Battle call.
Right, we killed off the Savage Orcs there, made them run away.
Spearmen. For Assyrian. Archers.
Well, that leader's actually taking quite a lot of damage, which is good.
Draw back. It shall be done. Advance.
Let's charge into their archers there, because we've made him rout.
As you say. As a fury. It will be done. Can I be praised?
Let's try and charge him down.
Withdraw.
Oh, what? No way. Oh. Where did that chain route come from? God damn. That was so good as well. We were actually getting there. I reckon if all of our units had fought to the death there, we would have had a chance of winning. But not going to be the case. Ah well. Yeah, the Nordhammer says my leader unit broke. It did indeed. And that probably is what caused it. Well, there's that. They took over Spectre Zuma. And they're going to come round to the monument of Izatal. And we do have an army building to like deal with the Blue Vipers, but it's going to take a while. Wow, Stygos Empire actually attacking Lothern as well. Really? Seems pretty excessive. We've almost dealt with the Vampire Coast. They've only got a couple settlements left now. Deleting them from the game will definitely be good. I guess we could just like raise the Vampire Coast.
What do you want?
Because I don't think I want to leave an army there to deal with the public order. And the Ezra Morcaine just ended their non-aggression pact. Hopefully they won't attack me while I'm being attacked by all of these other people, because that would be rather frustrating. opposing ritual complete. And united against us, Vashnar's Conquest. Where are they? Rogue armies. Oh, okay. They're busy sat in the middle of the Vampires' lands. So they've actually united against us. They are a horde currently. That's no fun.
Protector of Ulthuan. Time is of the essence.
Right. We're started here. Completes 3 Swordmasters of Hoeth in 1 turn. Gets a couple more. Has some Dragon Princes on the way. Has a Star Dragon on the way. We've got Teclis here who's going to auto-resolve this attack on the Awakening. And that's going to be...
Leave nothing behind.
An occupation, I think.
Demolish everything.
The reason I say occupation is because I thought that this settlement wasn't worth anything. But if it's still pretty high in growth, then we may as well just occupy it. Yeah, it's a level 4 settlement. So that's fine, we can just take that over. We're going to get rid of this Elven Court. And we're going to get rid of the Thilmar Smith, we're going to get rid of the War Hall. We're going to keep the Promenade because we need the Public Order, I'm actually going to upgrade it. And we can just replace those buildings with what we need. Which is probably a Shrine of Assyrian to help deal with the corruption. And also the walls, of course. The upgrade to the walls. Because then, owning the capital, that's not going to be so much of a problem. Because we now, like if a rebellion pops up, it's no issue. So, the Mouth of Kaveza, we have a small garrison army here, and it's going to be enough to kill Wilhelm Hellschnitt. So we're going to move away from him and actually towards the Altar of the Horned Rat with Alamir.
Ready to serve.
Right, at the Mine of the Bearded Skulls, we're going to need to get the stone walls here. And we're going to start building the iron mining pit, I think. We also need room for an Elven Craftsman at some point. But we'll go for the iron mining pit at the moment just to increase our trade. I'm keeping the estate here for now for the extra growth. So that will do nicely. And potentially I could move towards Thrice Cursed Peak right now with Yolanda. But I feel like waiting until she's got more replenishment is actually pretty necessary at this point. We do get the Fireborn Nature complete next turn. And we will be going towards Dragon Bond, which makes her dragons even stronger. We have a settlement upgrade available at the Wellsprings of Eternity, which we should probably do considering the Blue Vipers are on their way down. Monument of Izatal is going to finish its walls in 2 turns. But considering the Blue Vipers are here, I think we'd have to cancel this. Because we might not end up completing them, which would be completely pointless. That's really frustrating. Or at least Teclis can come and destroy the Blood Swamps now. He can take out the rest of the vampires. We're then going to head over with Teclis, maybe destroy the Blue Vipers over here. We're in a pretty sticky situation.
Can I offer assistance?
Like, rushing towards Thrice Cursed Peak almost seems necessary. Are there any walls here? There's not. That would actually be a pretty simple battle.
We march on.
I think we move as far as we can without taking attrition, and then next turn we might be able to attack Thrice Cursed Peak. Now we might get attacked by Vashnar here. Vashnar has Chosen with Halberds and Chosen. That is like a Dark Elf led Chaos army with Cold One Dread Knights, Chaos Knights.
The Asher bids
Really?
you welcome. No.
And they can probably move round to the Mine of the Bearded Skulls, actually. We're going to have to keep an eye on that for sure.
Noble son of Ulthuan.
Unless we can get maybe a peace treaty with them.
I serve the king. All are given a fair
I don't know.
hearing in the Phoenix. I cannot do this.
Try and get a non-aggression pact with them. Never mind. They're busy destroying Clan Moors, which is good.
Orders? The woods of Athelloren welcome you.
Bowman of Orion are getting kind of wrecked.
Malevolent. I have many excellent torches.
We can't get the peace treaty, so that's not going to work. I should have never got a peace treaty with the Blue Vipers. I should have just destroyed them. Because now they're being a right thorn in my side. Let's move on. There's only so much we can do. When he says, since Nagaron completed the ritual, does your intervention that was causing havoc in the backfield go away? I believe it does, actually. Cozy Ray says, I've always wondered what happens to the fleeing units when you lose a battle. If they die anyway, why not fight to the death? That is very true. I feel like they probably should. Like, if you're in a settlement battle like that, as a garrison, and you know that if you're going to lose, you're going to die, you should probably fight to the death. I mean, you would. If you were cornered like that, you would fight to the last man, just to stay alive. I'm surprised Scalpite actually won there. Moore's still pretty strong. Saying that, the High Elf intervention's still alive. But never mind. Maybe they don't die. I thought they did. I thought they went away, but apparently not. Maybe they just run around and be annoying still until they're dealt with. I thought they disappeared. Right, Spine of Sotek Dwarves going to be sieging Marks of the Old Ones. We've got the Blue Vipers going to be attacking the Monument of Izatal. I was really hoping that we would have the walls up in time, but we don't. So this is going to be pretty damn difficult. They don't have much infantry, they just got a bunch of these Savage Orc Boar-Boy Biggins, and just irritating to deal with. We're going to lose a lot of settlements.